Hello everyone, my name is Doug Bassett. I'm the Senior Instructor for StormWind Epic Live and the Microsoft arm, and as you can see, I have quite a bit of certifications. In fact, if we go over and look at my transcript, I'm an MCITP, MCTS, used to be an MCSE, and I am certified to teach 900 billion different classes. So as far as certification to me, well, it means I have a job. If I'm not certified, I'm no longer an MCT, which means it's a lot harder for me to get training opportunities. But unless you're an MCT, what can certification do for you? Well, one of the things that Microsoft has done is they've really done a shift on how certification works. It used to be testing trivia and, well, it's just a little checkbox. But the industry said, we want more value from this Microsoft certification. We want it to align with job titles and job responsibilities. It's all fine and dandy to have tons and tons and tons of different certificates, but unless you can do the job that we need you to do, it's kind of pointless. So a lot of IT people are saying, is it really worth all the money? I mean, I have to pass 5 exams to be able to get this MCITP Enterprise. Well, let's go ahead and look at the last exam, the Enterprise exam. This Enterprise exam, which is a requirement for MCITP Enterprise, is a really holistic view on how a network operates. You have to understand Active Directory, you have to understand DNS, you have to understand security protocols like TLS and IPsec, you have to understand file and servers, you have to be able to go through and deal with user accounts and group policies. And this is the environment that we operate in. I mean, for a long time, I was an Exchange admin. I was an Exchange admin back when they called it MS Mail. And I had my own directory service and I could manage my stuff. And sure, we had to let some user accounts in, but that's directory stuff. I don't have to care about that. But anymore, we don't have our own directory. We don't have routing groups. We don't have administrative groups. We now are tightly integrated with Active Directory. We see this in a lot of systems. For example, SharePoint systems, tightly integrated with Active Directory. When you're dealing with DHCP, it's integrated with DNS. It's integrated with Active Directory. When you're dealing with clustering and network load balancing, it's all integrated together. So as a professional, even though maybe I'm just a file admin server or an end-user support person, or maybe I'm just the Exchange admin, I have to at least have a periphery awareness of all the systems around me that help support me and help me to do my job. It gives you that holistic view. Now, in some cases, for example, one of the classes that, or one of the exams that are a requirement is application infrastructure. Application infrastructure talks about virtual machines. It talks about remote desktop servers. It goes through and it talks about being able to do things like Hyper-V and clustering and all of that. Well, this can open up avenues of opportunity that your company didn't see before. For example, maybe you're looking to do multimedia. People like doing these video on demands. They want to be able to go through and get the latest and greatest information and not just read the page. They want to be able to see the person, maybe watch some demos, things like that. And anymore with utilities like Camtasia and some of these other apps, it's really easy to make your own video, Ustream, so on and so on. But you have to be able to make it scalable and secure. Well, the Enterprise certification is really about installation, configuration, optimization, and security. You have to be able to understand all these aspects through the holistic view of your environment. Now, even if you're not going in and actively managing DNS servers, or even if you're not going in and actively managing IPsec, it's going to touch your environment. And as you know, you always want to be learning more and more and more so that you can become more useful and, of course, make a little bit more money for yourself and your company. But if you're not even aware that the technology exists, number one, how are you going to say, hey, here's a solution that we can do? Or number two, if you bring in consultants, how are you going to know that they're not just doing a one-size-fits-all and, oh yeah, you're using the same solution that company B had, even though the requirements you have are a little bit different. So being able to understand the technology and see how they work together will make your environment more secure. It opens up additional opportunities for you to take advantage of some of these other services that you may not have considered, and it also helps you to be able to ensure that you're not paying too much for some type of bogus solution that somebody else is trying to foist upon you. So certification to me, well, as a Microsoft certified trainer, very, very valuable. That's how I make my money. But as an IT professional, it shows me the technologies that are out there and ensures that I have them installed and configured correctly.